Hey, it's Kristi, and I want to answer the question, will pulling my credit affect my credit score? Hey, welcome back to another episode. I am asked all the time, will pulling my credit affect my credit score? And I'd like to answer that here in this video. And that answer is maybe. So it's maybe because it depends on what the pull is for. There's a hard inquiry and there's a soft inquiry. And then inside of the hard inquiries, there's actually 3 different kinds of hard inquiries. So let me explain. A soft inquiry is when you're just simply checking your own credit. Maybe you're looking at your credit scores through like Equifax or freeannualcreditreport.com or Credit Karma, something along those lines. You're actually not applying for credit, and so it's not a hard inquiry. Let's say you just moved and you are setting up new utilities, your water company, the electric company, those kinds of things. They're going to tap into your credit as well. Again, it's a soft inquiry. If you're opening up a bank account or starting new auto insurance, they're also going to do a soft inquiry. And that's why those companies ask for your social security number. They also need to have it on record because if you don't pay, they will put a collection against you. And that will affect negatively, unfortunately, your credit score. So now let's shift over to a hard inquiry. It means you are applying for debt. You are either looking for a credit card, you're looking for an auto loan financing, an installment loan, student loan, a mortgage loan, one of those kinds of things. So because those are all different types of credit, it can negatively affect you if you are shopping for a variety of credit over time. So let me give you an example. Let's say you just applied for a mortgage loan. That's the only time that all 3 credit reporting bureaus are pulled at the same time. It's called a tri-merge credit report. So we've got all 3 pulled and it's listed as a mortgage inquiry. Now let's say your car just went kaput and you have to go buy a new one, you don't have cash money, or that cash is allocated towards your down payment of your home purchase that you're trying for, and now you go and you finance an automobile. There's a really good chance those auto loan companies are going to pull your credit a number of times. I've seen it where the same dealership pulled through 18 different companies, auto financing companies, trying to find the very best interest rate, but oh my gosh, 18 times? Like, didn't you know your relationships with those lenders a little bit better from the start? Okay, so then let's say you went shopping and you're at your favorite store and they said, hey, would you like to save 10% off of your purchase by opening up a credit card? And you go, well, gosh, that would be a really great idea. Not a great idea if you're trying to get a mortgage loan at the same time. You don't want to open up new lines of credit. But now you've really done it, right? So now you've done a mortgage loan credit pull, you've done an automobile loan credit pull, and now you've done a credit card. The reason that this is going to have a really adverse effect on your credit profile and your credit score right now is because you actually look like a credit risk. You could be going and buying a home and buying a car and buying all this stuff on a credit card and then like take off to the beaches of Belize and say, forget it, I'm done adulting. And then what do you do with all that money, right? Like you owe all of this debt and you're not here to pay it. So that's where if you're shopping for credit, try to do just the same type of credit pull in a short window of time. Let me explain. If you are going home shopping and you want to get the very best deal on your mortgage, you don't necessarily have to just go with the first person that you started off with. You can check another company or two, and as long as it's within a small window. Now, TransUnion on their website says that it's within 14 days, and Equifax and Experian says within 30 days. It will show as an additional inquiry, but it won't affect your credit score negatively because you're shopping for that same purpose. Same thing with an auto loan. Let's say you started off with your bank, but your bank didn't really offer as great of financing options as, say, something at the dealership. Maybe they're trying to push the year-end models out, and so they're giving a special bonus, 0% or 1.99 or something like that. And you're like, well, gosh, I really want to take advantage of that. My bank isn't offering that to me. And so you apply for that financing there. As long as it's within that same small window that I just spoke of, 14 days for TransUnion, 30 days for the other 2, then you should be just fine. And then credit card pulls, it's just kind of like their own credit. It just says credit card on the inquiry list when I'm looking at credit reports. So what you don't want to do is apply for a variety of different types of credit within a small window of time. You look like a credit risk. You could be like a flight risk. So you want to build credit over time, gently, right? Don't jump into just anything. I think a really great rule of thumb is to have one credit card and one installment loan. So an installment loan is going to be a student loan, an auto loan, a mortgage loan, personal installment loan, something along those lines. And then you've got a nice credit mix. And so your credit mix is actually about 10% of your credit score. And inquiries make up about 10% of your credit score. So every time you get your credit pulled on a hard inquiry, which means you're applying for debt, those inquiries can negatively affect you. Those inquiries will not affect your score if it's a soft inquiry. So again, those utility companies, insurance, a bank, something along those lines where you're not actually applying for debt, you're just starting a service with them, insurance, a bank account, something like that, where they're not extending you actual credit. That won't hurt you. So thanks for watching. And if credit is really important to you, join me in the podcast world. I have a podcast there that's only about credit, and we get pretty deep in our episodes on very specific topics, and it's called Credit Coaching by Kristi. And I look forward to speaking with you over there. Until next time, my friends, stay well.